Not done. Up next, the Hollywood Bets Durban July. The race goes off at 4 o'clock. Make your way to the parade ring. Let's go and see what these big horses look like.
And raw in the 10 million rand Hollywood Bets Durban July, and there they go to the roar of the crowd, and they're about to answer the call of the country in the Hollywood Bets Durban July, and it's Izzy Vavani at the rail. Schwarzenegger's got the black cappers right there, legal counsel's on the outside, Hazy Daisy's well placed, and Wishlist the white cap near the rail along the inside, and perfectly placed is Gladiator. And then comes King Pills. Behind that, Viva's Liberté. On the outside of that one, Aladdin's Lamp. Then Regulation near the rail. We drop back to Native Ruler. That's got the red cap. Behind that one, Note to Self's got about 12, 13 lengths to make up. Then I Salute You, Mocha Blend, Olivia's Way. And Minogue trails them in the Hollywood Bets Durban July. Its legal counsel makes the run-in. Schwarzenegger is second. Is a Vavani. And then Hazy Daisy, Curious Girl is at the rail, then Gladiatorian, King Pills on the outside, Viva's Liberté, Aladdin's Lamp, Regulation, then Native Ruler, Note to Self's got about 8, 9 lengths to track down with Zeitz, then Olivia's Way, Mocha Blend, behind that I Salute You and Minogue. They move towards the 900 meter marker in the Hollywood Bets Durban July, and it's legal counsel. Schwarzenegger is second, is a Vavani's at the rail third. Behind that one is Wishless with the white cap. Followed then behind that by Curious Girl, Gladiatorian, Hazy Daisy, Regulation, King Pills. Note to Self's on the move around them. They're about to turn for home. It's all heart and hooves in the Hollywood Bets Durban July. And its legal counsel is a Vavani. Wishless with the white cap. Schwarzenegger. King Pills on the outside. Gladiatorian. Note to Self's running on. It's Wishless past the 200. Note to Self with the black cap. King Pearls between them. Viva's Liberté on the inside. Wishless just the leader. Note to Self's coming home strongly on the outside. It's going to go to Note to Self. Second Wishless, King Pearls and Viva's Liberté. Behind that one on the inside is a Vavani. Note to Self fights on courageously and is going to claim them in the closing stages. So it goes to number 10, Note to Self, and that is the winner. Richard Fourie, Justin Snaith, and they just claim Wishlist. A 1-2 for Justin Snaith. Well done. The winning owners, it's a 1-2, and the winning owners of Note to Self is Mr. Jonathan Block, Jonathan Snaith, Nancy Hassack, and Nancy Hassack. They win it by a head. Wishlist second. A great run from King Pearls back in third position. Viva's Liberté runs into fourth. Isa Vavani runs into fifth. At the business end of the Hollywood Bets Durban July, further run is Native Ruler. Here's the head on, and Wishless hit the front at the right time, but here comes Note to Self, and Note to Self explodes into action in the closing stages. This the Futura, bred by Fastfontein Stud, and gets up in the very last jump. There you see the congratulations from Richard Fourie and Andrew Fortune in the running of the Hollywood Bets Durban July of 10 million rand. What a finish to Africa's greatest race. They fought it out. Wishless made the first move, and on the outside, Note to Self came and claimed them in the closing stages to win it by a neck or so and pick up that first purse of 5,750,000 rand. And here comes the victor, about to return to the winner's enclosure. There's the congratulations from Craig Zaki to Richard Fourie. Of course, Richard Fourie, that's his fourth victory in the big one, and he's returning to the winner's enclosure on number 11, Note to Self, who paid up 570 and 190. So here comes Note to Self, the Futura, as I say, for Jonathan Block, Jonathan Snaith, Nancy Hossack, Fastfontein Stud, and this is a third victory from 9 outings, and about to return to the winner's enclosure at the business end of the Hollywood Bets Durban July. And what a promising race it promised to be, and it certainly was. Here comes Richard Fourie, about to return to the winner's enclosure. Of course, his sire, Futura, also raced in these colors. Futura, that's the white with the black spots. the black sleeves, the white cap, but because it was the second run in the race, they wore the black cap. There's the victory sash of the Hollywood Bets Durban July, been fitted to Note to Self. As I say, becomes a 3-time winner out of 9 outings and will be led into the winner's enclosure to this massive crowd. There's a very elated Richard Fourie returning to the winner's enclosure on number 11, Note to Self. And as it returns to the winner's enclosure, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear a big round of applause for our victor in the 2026 10 million rand Hollywood Bets Durban July. It's Note to Self, the Futura, and becomes the 3-time winner, ultra consistent, and shortly after that will go on the victory canter in the Hollywood Bets Durban July. There's the elated owners. They're going to meet their victor, who's going to go on that victory sash shortly. That victory canter shortly, just been fitted with the victory sash, and there they go on their victory canter. Let's hear a big round of applause for Note to Self.
That was magic and never gets old. The 130th running of Africa's greatest horse race. Now this makes Richard Fourie and Justin Snaith the most decorated combination in this race's history. Richard Fourie with his 4th winner in the Hollywood Bets Durban July. Justin Snaith with his 6th. Note to self, the son of Futura is the winner of Africa's greatest horse race. Just the last photo, and I want to get Richard into the picture just before we head off to the presentation that everyone is waiting for so desperately. And just a last snap, hopefully, but look at that happy team. That's what the race means. There is nothing quite like it. Richard Fourie, if you don't mind just making your way towards me as soon as that photo is taken. He says one more photo. Look at the press. Look how much is here, how much headline news this is going to make tomorrow. It really is a moment to behold as we got to that milestone. Justin, let me get you into the picture. Richard, come across. Right. 800 meters out, Richard Fourie, what are you doing looping horses? What a move. Did that win the race for you?
I don't know. I blacked out top of the straight, so I can't tell you everything.
Tell us about this thrill, though. It's your 4th win in the Hollywood Bets Durban July. Does this feeling get old?
Not really, but it's not. There's no better race than winning it the first time. Well, actually, for me, the second time was a good one when do it again one. But it's a great feeling. You know, just doing it in front of 50,000 people at Hollywood Bets GREYVILLE is just such a feeling. When the rush, I can't explain the sound when everybody's shouting at you and you're in the middle of, it's like you're in a canyon. It's insanely impressive and just a lovely race, and everything just went as sweet as it can be. And again, to the whole Snake team and the guys behind the scenes doing all the hard work. I haven't really done anything but galloping the horse at the 10-day July gallop. So, well done, Team Snaith. Lovely bunch of owners. Thank you very much. To my sponsors at Richmond, thank you, and you know, to Hollywood Bets putting up a show like this, just impressive. So thanks to everybody.
We'll get more from you in the presentation. Magic, Richard. Well done.
Thank you.
Justin Snaith, just a quick word come across. Want to just get your feelings at the moment. It's a 1-2 for you. It always looked like he was ready to conquer South Africa, but now all of a sudden he started conquering him now.
Yeah, I heard a couple of people saying that what has he done up to now, and we knew that he was going to come to the fore at the sort of the right time, but we're always wondering if we're 1 year early. He's a very immature horse. You saw walking in the pre-race, he's unconscious. But the last week, as I said to everybody, I said you can excuse the daily news. He was not right. He had a temperature for 2 days after that. I had to really nurse him and do a lot of work and just, you know, making him feel better, get his coat right, and all of a sudden this week, the last 3 days, he just took off. He was just a different horse, and then I knew everyone's in trouble. He is that horse. When he walks around here, he's just a leopard. He's the most unassuming, stunning individual, and I knew if he came right, he was the horse to beat in this field.
Justin, we'll hear more from you in the presentation. Brilliant, exactor. Well played. We're going to get to the presentation in just a moment. Stay with us at the Hollywood Bets Durban July.
Ladies and gentlemen, we come now to the presentation for the 130th edition of the Hollywood Bets Durban July. Africa's greatest horse race has produced an epic finish and a first and second between 2 stable companions, trained by a man enjoying his 6th success in this 10 million rand race. Let's now come to the presentation then for the Hollywood Bets Durban July, and we're joined to make the presentation by Hollywood Bets ambassadors Michael Owen, winner of the Ballon d'Or of course, and Manchester United and Liverpool striker, and dual World Cup winning Springbok Makazole Mapimpe. The winning horse, of course, ladies and gentlemen, note to self. And these horses would be nothing without the 24-hour attention of their adoring grooms. So please put your hands together for Sivuyile Heke. And we have a presentation now for the winning rider, securing his 4th victory in this great race, Richard Fourie. And now please congratulate the winning trainer. He had the second for good measure, and he moves one closer to equaling the record of the great Sid Laird. It is, of course, Justin Snaith. A note to self was bred by Varsfontein Stud, and representing the rowers at Varsfontein Stud, please congratulate Jenna LaRue.
You can go through, shake hands and walk to the next platform in the front of the front. Go.
And finally, ladies and gentlemen, show your appreciation for the owners of Note to Self, the winner of the Hollywood Bets Durban July Grade 1, Jonathan Block, Jonathan Snaith, and Nancy Hossack.
You're going to shake hands and walk over to the next platform.
So, ladies and gentlemen, our thanks to Makazole, Mapimpi and Michael Owen, Hollywood Bets brand ambassadors. Our congratulations to Jonathan, and Nancy, to Jenna, to Justin, to Richard, and to Sivayule, and most especially, of course, for winning a thrilling edition of the Hollywood Bets Durban July Note to Self.